let's get into the last thing we're going to do.
All right, what
Mike,
are we doing?
You're the guest,
Yes.
so I'm going to start with you.
What is happening?
Who do you got winning the division? Who wins the division? How many playoff teams do we get from the East?
Oh, boy. I think
Prediction time, baby.
I think we're all in agreement that it's the Patriots' division to lose.
Patriots win it. Even at 11-5, they win it.
I'm really interested in the Jets, though. Even with Geno Smith. I want to see what they do. Bills, I'm not taking too seriously. They could be in the mix, absolutely. I want to see Tyrod Taylor take that next step. They have a lot of weapons on the offensive side, and they're pretty athletic defensively, especially with Rex Ryan. And the Miami Dolphins, they got to figure it out. First season under Adam Gase, I think Tannehill will be okay, but I don't think they're good enough. Couple years. So right now, Patriots.
How about you, Mark?
Well, obviously, this is going to be the Patriots' division. They should take it. Now, like I said, I fully believe that Ryan Fitzpatrick is back week 1. And even though I think that they're probably not going to be as incredible of an offense as they were last season, the defense is still one of the better defenses. They've got an even better running game now. Things are looking better for the Jets. They can compete for the division. I think that probably gets them a wild card spot. And I think that the Bills have a chance to compete, but I don't think that they're really going to make the biggest splash. I do want people to pay attention to the Dolphins. I think this Dolphins team can make some splashes here and there. They'll probably get an upset or two somewhere throughout this season. I think they're a better team than people expect. They're just not a playoff team just yet. So, with that being said, Patriots, they've got it. Jets most likely have a wild card spot.
I'm going to, right now, based on when we are recording this, I am basing all of this on Geno Smith being the starter for the Jets. If Fitzpatrick comes in,
Changes everything.
Changes everything. But as of right now, I've got the Patriots at, I am going to have them stay at 13-3. That Steeler game could be the toss-up, but I'm still going to say they win it because of pissed off Tom Brady. However, playoff-wise, here's the interesting thing. With how I have the Bills' schedule, it all comes down to one game. If the Raiders win at home...
Really getting deep here. I like it.
If the Raiders win at home, the Colts get the last wild card spot at 10-6. If the Bills win that game, Colts are sitting at home, Bills get that wild card spot. Wow. It's going to be you go 11-5 and make the playoffs. You're tied, well, not tied with the Patriots anymore because they're 13-3 again. You either get one win over the Colts or the Colts get in over you. And that's how it's going to be.
Lots of fun to look into the future.
As of right now, I will change it and put the Raiders as a loss. That could change, though. I will say Bills make the playoffs at 11-5 as of right now.
All right. Cool.
So you could have two from that. It's going to be, like we said earlier, it's going to be difficult because, I mean, how I'm looking at it, Steelers and Bengals, they're going to fight it out.
Yeah, the AFC's really tough.
They're going to get 2 playoff spots. I am confident the Steelers and the Bengals will be in the playoffs. Yeah. The Colts and the Texans are going to fight out for spots. The Chiefs are going to be a playoff team, but the Raiders are going to be that team that I think is second in their division.
I mean, you look at the AFC South, that's going to influence who comes out of that division. I mean, the Jaguars are going to be tough. And I mean, the Titans.
I got them at 7-9.
Their Titans are still young, but you know they're explosive. They
the thing about
14.
The thing for the South is
sure
that there's just a lot of competition for not really getting into the playoffs.
Well, they can give the division leader fits. That's all I'm trying to say with the Texans and
because it's all going to be the division winner. That's probably 9 wins. So
I
for
got
sure,
10
it's
wins.
easy.
You're talking about the South?
Yeah,
I got 10 wins. 10-6 Texans.
The team that comes out of the South is probably the 4th seed in the playoffs.
So, yeah, you're right. They are the 4th. The Texans would be the 4th seed winning the division.
So, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that it's going to influence the playoff race. And
no, it is.
As much as it doesn't influence other teams like in the other divisions. But still, I got to stick with the Patriots.
Well, that's going to do it this week for the Onside Kick. I want to thank
thank you guys,
Mike, for being a guest.
It is an honor.
We're
truly
getting a different opinion on here. Usually everyone's used to listening to me and Mark. The Onside Kick was back video-wise this week.
You're welcome.
It was weird. I wasn't looking at the camera as much, Mark, because I'm not used to us being on video. I'm not used to us
'Cause
being
you're
on
here?
video. It's because Mike's a cocky
'Cause
guy,
Mike's here.
Mark. Mike is a
I don't know
cocky
what you're
guy.
talking
No, I mean, it's
I keep forgetting that you and Mike don't have that. Mark
It's-
doesn't know the personality of Mike
the,
yet.
the thing about the camera. I like the camera, and we have it in a little bit of a different spot today, so we'll see how well it worked in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, in case anybody's like, wow, this is terrible, you guys suck. No, it's just the camera spot. Don't worry about it.
It's different for you. I think this is the one we've been using on the because it's been a few weeks since the onside
We used to
kick's
have
been-
so nobody. This
It
doesn't
used
mean
to be
anything
higher.
for anybody. Used to be higher, and the table's in a different spot. We literally have because I don't care. We literally have a stand on top of a table
I
right
think
Yeah.
I'm blocking you. I think I blocked you this entire
I
podcast.
think
It's very possible.
I think the table could be moved a little bit. So
That's all right. It's more me.
We're gonna
That's
get
what's
these
important here.
kinks worried out. If you're like, man, why is only one video podcast per week? The people on SoundCloud are like, Ricky, I don't care. Close the goddamn podcast. But for you guys on YouTube, if you want to see more video podcasts, check out patreon.com/most valuable podcast. The more that we're able to do is the resources we have, the time that we have. That's a way to make sure we get both. And it's an extra way to help the channel rather than hitting the subscribe button and the like button, which also help tremendously. Go do that if you haven't. But that's going to do it for the Onside Kick. For Mike Rankin, Mark Weber, Ricky Widmer, Twitters are down below. Thank you guys for checking out, watching, or listening, and have a good day, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this MVP podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Most Valuable Pod for more great podcasts.